Off the Field presented by Dreamfinders Homes. We're the Andrew Wingard, safety for the Jaguars, fresh off the practice field. I collected some fan questions for you this week. I know you're a fan favorite always, so the fans want some answers.
Not always. Wasn't always this way.
Well, that's part of my first question. You have seen so many changes in Jacksonville over your time, past 6 years now. How do you keep that motivation, that drive when the team's not playing well, or maybe you're not starting, to now where you're starting, like, very big contributing member to this defense?
Yeah, that's the hard part, is whether you're winning or you're losing, it's going on tape and all other 31 teams are watching, and that's your resume. So that's been the hardest part, in years where you're not winning, is you still got to go out and ball, because that film's going to be either used for you or used against you. So it's taught me a lot of lessons, and I believe that everything has been for a purpose that has, led me to this year, and here I am now, and I've trained so hard and worked my ass off to get to this point, and I'm not doing anything different. I'm just doing what I've always trained myself to do, and I've always just believed in myself, believed that I'm a starter in this league, and here I am. So it's super fun, and then to go out and have success with all these guys around me, it's not just one guy. That's the beauty of it. I've been on this team for a long time, where you feel like you're a lot of independent contractors, and that's definitely not the case with this team. Everyone goes out there, and it really eases you up when you're friends with the guy who's next to you and you want to go win for each other. So that's been big for us.
The whole defensive unit's been so impressive. I know you talked a little bit about, after the first game, you've been playing with a little alter ego this year. So for those that aren't familiar, Morris the Blade, how did this come about, and what's his mentality to football?
Well, it kind of started in 2020. I was kind of unconscious, and that's like the spiritual side of me. For my first 3 years in the league, I was just, I don't know. I was just who I was getting by somehow, some way. I wasn't really processing all these things and thinking about all these things. I was just, thankfully to God, I was good at football, and it was bringing me success. But I kind of woke up in 2020, kind of had a little, not a midlife crisis, but a kind of wake up where you're like, what am I doing with my life? Like, hey, Foye, I'm trying to do an interview, bro. That's why he's great. Anyway, in 2020, I kind of woke up like, what am I doing with my life? Like, who am I? What's my purpose? Like, why do I wake up every day? And it just kind of, Morris the Blade, like, that's the guy, he's kind of like Rambo, if you will.
He sounds like it.
Just kind of, people always told me I played with my hair on fire, and I'm kind of a psycho, and, I was like, okay, yeah, that's Morris the Blade for sure. So I kind of just turned into a demon, and that's just it. And yeah, that's it.
Let him out on the football field.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like that. I do want to talk a little bit about your Colorado kid. Have you thought much about, we're going to play the Broncos later this year, and is that something you're looking forward to, a little bit of a homecoming?
Oh, absolutely. That's going to be, I've definitely pinned that one on the schedule, and that's going to be the hard part for me, is not, that game is no different than any game we're going to play, and I don't need to make it anything other than it's going to be. But that's going to be super fun, going out there in the middle of December when I hope it's cold. I love
hope you get some snow.
A cold Colorado December game. That's football to me. So that'll be really fun, and obviously to go in there, and I'm not going to say anything about that game yet, but hopefully we can go in there and do what we need to do. So
absolutely
excited for that one.
Now, a lot of people know you from your catchphrase, it was always the Jags. Have you considered a new one yet, and will you share it with us?
I haven't thought of one yet. I've definitely been pondering the idea, and it's hard. It was always the Jags was just so fluid. It was so just
organic.
Exactly, organic, like right off the top of my head, and it just, like, when it's that way, it hits. But when you definitely don't want to, like, force something, and it's just not as real and authentic. But I have some that I'm thinking about, and obviously you have to get the right time for it to happen. So we'll see.
Maybe Monday Night Football? Maybe.
Just know it's in the works.
We good. I'm glad you're thinking about it. I had no doubt. We're going to do a couple quick questions about your teammates to close this out. So, other than you, who has the best hair on the team?
Well, Dennis has hair. It's not, it's not the most well-kept hair. It's not.
What's the routine? You should share yours.
Well, my routine is and people take this the wrong way. Don't shampoo your hair very often. Like, you should only be washing your hair like once every like 3 days maximum. And people go, oh, that's gross. No. The people that shampoo their hair every day are the ones that go bald, and it's not good.
You still shower, you just don't wash your hair every day.
You shower, you just don't wash your hair. You just let it go. And then conditioner every like 2 days. And then we always have to wet brush before we go to bed. You can't leave it tangled.
That's what the people need.
But best hair, and I'm sorry, Dennis. That's not a slight against Dennis whatsoever. It's just not the most well kept. He just kind of lets it flow, rarely combs it. It's fine.
Good.
But I would say Trevor, but I honestly think Devin Lloyd.
Oh, I will say, and the way he's been playing now too.
Yeah, and the way the
flowing.
way the dreads hang out of his helmet, he just looks like the Predator, and I think that's
absolutely
freaking sweet. So, Devin Lloyd.
Next one, we had you mic'd up the other week against the Texans, and you were singing a little in sync.
Yep.
So, if you were to have a boy band, who would you want to be in the boy band with you?
With me, definitely Ross Matisic. And I don't want to do like more than 4 guys, so probably Ross, probably Foye, and I would probably say, maybe let's just keep it at 3. Ross and Foye.
It's more like a little Hanson Brothers situation. Just 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that makes sense. We're going back to Colorado. Who would be the best skier?
Oh, it's not even close. Me.
Who do you think that hasn't skied that you think could do it?
Anybody else on the team?
Like athletically, do you think someone would translate well, or do you think they're all gonna not know how to do it?
I would say I would see like a Hunter Long being a good skier.
He's from New England. He might be able to.
Yeah,
we should look into that.
But it's some of those tight ends are good at just like everything. So I would go with Hunter Long, maybe. Who knows?
All right, final one. Who would you go on a road trip with? Who's your road trip buddy?
Ross. I mean, Ross is my best friend, so Ross.
We love Ross.
Yeah. We've been teammates now for like we're like 2 brothers, so like we like fist fight, and then we like, all right, I love you, bro. So.
Are you gonna drive, or is he gonna drive?
Me, for sure.
Okay, fair enough. We love that.
Thanks.
It's Off the Field with Dewey.